Welcome back. Our next guest has been joining us on the show almost since we began. That means almost 18 years now. Today she is here to talk about a major change she's making in the treatment of varicose veins, which is a very important part of the practice. Dr. Deborah Manon is the founder and owner of the Wisconsin Vein Center and MediSpa, and she joins us now with more on that. It's great to see you,
Nice
Doctor.
to see you, Molly. Thank you.
Yeah, and this is a time when a lot of people are thinking about taking care of veins,
Right, because
it's fall.
and they've seen them over the summer and say, oh, I should do something about that, or their legs were more swollen, and that's frequently related to the varicose vein issue.
Yeah, so the timing is good for people to be thinking about it, to get them treated.
Right.
This is also a time where you're making a big shift to the way you're handling the billing.
Right. So right now we have decided to get out of in-network insurance coverage. So that means that people who come to us will be paying for the services and then submitting to the insurance company if they want reimbursement. We have found that a lot of people have very high deductibles, and there are many people, for instance, on Medicare who want to come to us and pay out of pocket because they see that what Medicare reimburses is so low, believe it or not. And so there's a lot of reasons and a lot of savings for us as far as time and personnel and what we had to do to go ahead and get veins authorized for treatment.
Yeah, sometimes because, I mean, I think most of us have been through sort of the process of insurance coverage.
Yes.
And the pre-authorization and all of the hoops that you have to jump through.
And it's interesting because as an office-based practice, we have to do a lot more than a hospital does to treat people. We have to get prior authorization for any kind of vein treatment, which requires a letter. It requires sending all of our records as far as ultrasounds and things like that. We have to follow rules, and every single insurance company has different rules for treatment of varicose veins. So if you have Anthem, it may be different than if Tiffany has United Healthcare. And so we have to follow the rules of each insurance company in order to try to get authorization. It's cumbersome, it is extremely time consuming, it takes an extra person in the office and a lot of effort on my part to get all this done. And then all the contracts will pay at different rates. And to try to figure out what is our rate for what we're getting is very difficult. So there are a lot of reasons to try to make it more of a standardized process for us.
One of the things I've heard other physicians complain about and mention is that they feel like the care of their patients is sort of determined by insurance companies.
Right.
Do you ever feel like that? Is that a part of this?
I totally do. You know, when we send for these prior authorization requests, it will be a nurse. They're just looking at it, and it's not somebody who has any kind of experience necessarily in dealing with venous issues. And so even though a patient may be very symptomatic, they may be excluded from having treatment because their vein, even though they may be a 5-foot tall person, is too small to qualify. Even though we see that it's incompetent, we know it's causing their discomfort, they don't get insurance coverage.
From a practical standpoint, because you mentioned patients can submit to their insurance company.
We will give them
so it's possible they could still have it covered.
Absolutely. First of all, they have an HSA, which will cover it. An FSA, we will give them all the paperwork they need that it will get covered. And for submitting to insurance company, we'll give them what's called a super bill, which will have all the codes on it. It has all the charges, and then they submit to see if they can get reimbursed. And we'll also be giving them a chart that has their symptoms that we'll mark out, so to try to prove that they do need this for medical reasons.
Do you feel like people could actually end up getting care faster for
Definitely
veins?
faster, definitely. They don't have to wait for that authorization, but also there are some insurance companies which require, even today, a 3-month trial of compression hose. Even though, for instance, the National Health Service in England did away with that probably 8 or 10 years ago. They just said if you have varicose veins, they should be treated before you get worse.
Do you also feel like, along with maybe getting treatment faster, not having to go through those trials is a great example with the compression stockings, along with getting faster care, to me it always seems like you're most concerned and interested in giving expert care. You're an expert in veins. You're a former cardiothoracic surgeon. That's how you were trained. Do you feel like because you're making this decision, you're going to be able to offer better care?
I think we'll be able to offer customized care that's right for the patient, not just right for what the insurance company will allow. And you cannot imagine the difference from one company to another as to what they will cover and what procedures they will decide no, we're not going to cover those. Those are still considered something that hasn't been approved, or even though they're peer-reviewed articles in journals, you know, it's really very, very incomprehensible why some insurance companies don't all do the same thing.
I appreciated the explanation you have now on your website about this. I thought it really laid out what you're saying now here on the show very well for patients. Lastly, I just want to finish by talking about because in the past with spider veins,
yes,
if people come in for a consultation, I believe it's something like $100.
It's $100 that then goes toward their treatment. Once they have treatment, they get a $100 deduction that covered the cost of them coming in the first time. We're doing the same thing with our consultations for varicose vein disease. So it'll be $100 and that will be taken off their treatment cost. So that we're trying to basically make the consultation free to get people in and see us and talk to us so we can explain the procedures and what they need done.
And along with that, explain the difference in this coverage so that people understand what they're going to be paying if they decide to have.
You know, I'm never going to be owned by a hospital system. I'm never going to be owned by an equity group. So this is something I think for survival of medical practices that are independent is very important to consider.
It sounds like it. Thank you so much for explaining that. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
And people know you're the vein experts. The Wisconsin Vein Center MediSpa specializes in the treatment of cosmetic veins, such as spider veins, and the more serious vein issues, such as varicose veins. They're happy to review options and answer any questions that you might have. They're located on Georgetown Drive in Pewaukee. To schedule a consultation or to ask questions, here's the number to call. It's 262-746-9088, or you can visit them online at wimedispa.com.